You can leave it on longer, let it ring longer. Let it go longer. Just play it. We're listening to the Lines or Org, an ancient chant, and the Karmapa's chanting it right now.
Lama Nyeba
The lion's roar is the sense, the self-arising of the presence of awareness arising in our body. Such rumbling up, like rolling thunder. So the roar of presence, self-arising presence, arising in ourself and in the world as the world. Perhaps you felt it. So suspend our minds just a little bit. Focusing within the roar, within our body. So extend that sound throughout our entire bodies. Then we'll extend this presence, this awareness to the immediacy of our situation, which is us. So we'll extend to each other, inside to inside. Then we'll extend to our ancestors. We'll extend to the generational field. The light meets the light. Awareness meets awareness. In time and space and beyond time and space. We'll then extend to the various great yogis, teachers we know and have good fortune to meet. And the This morning we'll extend to the Karmapa. We'll also extend to Lama Norlo, who's a member of that lineage. Kayuk. Then we'll extend to all the various traditions that we participate in. They mix in our bodies and become universal people. Unbound by tribal boundaries, prejudices. Then we'll extend to that dimension of our own awareness, which is so mysterious, not easily understood. The archetypical foundationalness for our experience of the world. And this morning we'll extend to the archetypical form of Majustri. The masculine form of Saraswati, wisdom, gnosis, direct perception, able to experience the nature of everything and everyone as light, as energy, as presence. And at the very same time, being able to experience the singularity and the character of everyone and everything. Being able to experience through duality of appearance the non-duality of pervasive presence. Then we'll rest in this awareness of awareness itself for a while. To be non-conceptually aware, to be in knowingness, direct knowingness, to be in Rigpa, as the Dzogchen masters call it, is to be in open presence, open awareness. The root, or the source, of all phenomena, all appearance, is presence. The word presence is often used by the 14th century Master Longchenpa, as well as contemporary teachers like Namkhe Norbo and many Dzogchen teachers. And it signifies the source or the ground of our own being, presence. Even in Christian philosophy, theology, Paul Tillich, Karl Reiner describe this source, this ground, this openness as presence, as pervasive divinity. The divinity as source and divinity as appearance. In the Dzogchen tradition, many different descriptors are added to this word presence. Divine presence, luminous presence, radiant presence, pure presence, immaculate presence, indestructible presence, felt presence, unbound presence, personal presence. This spontaneous presence abides in us as us. This presence of the ground, of the openness, of the source, of the great mother, the dark mother, manifest itself as presence. So presence is unceasingly manifesting presence. Everything and anything is of the very nature of presence, both the seen and the unseen. To be able to experience, to know, to feel, to sense that whatever appears is the very nature of the spontaneous presence. To experience that is self-liberation, natural liberation. Everything and anything within this whole universe arises as this radiant energy, this Shakti, this Chi of this presence, this pure awareness, this felt sense of presence. This natural presence is the source of all different teachings, different teachers, traditions, lineages. This natural presence is self-revealing. Presence reveals presence. It reveals itself through itself as presence of everything and everyone, every event. This natural presence, this base, source, is non-dual, primordial awareness, pervasive presence. This experience of non-dual awareness, this presence, is within the embodiment of all phenomena and within all experience, from the best to the worst. After everything is said, there's only presence. Even now, at this moment, presences, as Parmenides would say. Unceasing presencing, relentless presencing, every moment presencing. Presencing manifests all these worlds within worlds, infinite worlds. Worlds of appearance and worlds of subjectivity. Infinite worlds of interiorities. Every present interiority, openness. Interiority is presence to our own self. Who-ness is presence, the presence of awareness, different forms, different shapes, different bodies. What is most amazing, by becoming aware of our own awareness, we experience presence. That is the power of meditation. The presence of experiencing, the presence of awareness. It is amazing that this presence, this personal presence, is the primordial presence itself. It is amazing, easily felt, that this personal presence is primordial presence itself. Even to be open to that possibility is liberation. All experience, every experience, is the manifestation of primordial presence. Even sitting here right now, within every experience is the manifestation of primordial presence. Everything you're experiencing at this very moment is the manifestation of primordial presence in whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, whatever is happening to you, both within you and around you. Even this voice is primordial presence manifesting as sound at this moment. Primordial presence is the felt sense. The felt sense of I am, the felt sense of you are, the felt sense of desire, the felt sense of absence, the felt sense of love, the felt sense of hate, the felt sense of hope, the felt sense of hopelessness, all presence. That's why the yogis say, for a moment, get beyond right and wrong, good and evil, better and best, truth and falsity. Drop the categories. And it's so much easier to experience presence, naked awareness, naked presence, pure presence, unbound presence, pervasive presence. As you and I experience, even right now, this sense of presence in its time-boundedness, as we stay with it, within it, it slowly but surely opens, deepens, and becomes, within a moment, timeless presence, timeless awareness. And perhaps you're feeling it now, timeless presence. Timeless awareness. As you and I touch, enter this timeless awareness, the yogis describe it as Vajrakamara, entering the unborn and undying state of timeless awareness itself. Timeless presence, having no beginning and no end. As you go in the doorway, the porthole, the opening of presence, and begins to manifest its timelessness. We begin to experience this Vajrakamara, unborn, undying, deathless awareness, deathless presence. As you touch that, sense it, felt sense, the fear of death itself begins to dissolve. Begins to drop away, disappear. And the very nature of your own presence, which is presence itself, becomes so clear, so luminous, so close, so known. Liberation. The various myths, Dakini's laugh, of religious judgment, whether by deity or just missing the light, or being frightened by archetypical presentations of presence, or contrivances, religious contrivances of human superego, a distortion of justice, pure justice, a distortion of the nature of awareness, a distortion of the greatness and unboundness of the great compassion, a distortion of presence manifesting itself as its own self. certain forms of Buddhism and Kashmir Shaivism, they describe obscurations and antidotes and rituals. Those descriptions from the understanding of presence are simply obscurations of presence, whatever they might be. And obscurations of presence simply means you and I have difficulty holding presence, being in presence, tolerating presence, experiencing presence, staying in presence, apprehending presence, the felt sense of presence in every situation and everything. So sometimes a lot of the descriptions of the obscurations are themselves obscurations of presence. The path, to use that word, itself an obscuration, of awareness and phenomena is the path of presence, which is our very life, just as it is, manifesting here and now, and even at the moment of death, deathlessness, presence is unceasingly present. The moment of rebirth, presence, unceasingly present. In moments of love, presence is present. In moments of hate, presence is present. In all sounds, presence is heard. In all sensations, presence is felt. Even memory, all memory, is invoking presence. Ahama. Gnosis, Manjushri, Saraswati, Lakini, that quality is seeing presence everywhere and with everything. Presence, experiencing presence within and without. It's that close. And as it's described in the qualities of Manjushri, the person who experiences presence through all the various sundry, singular expressions of presence, there arises the freedom of a quality consciousness. Which is realization. The noble Manjushri, as the texts describe him, or Saraswati, as the texts describe her, not only sees presence, experiences presence, everything, thoughts, feelings, sensations, pleasure, pain, as presence, but also understands that the great compassion is the capacity to transmit, to extend, to give the sense of presence, to enhance presence, to bring forth presence. For some, there's the gift of words and the transmitting and evocation of presence through language. Transmission of presence through touch, through love, through the extension of inside to inside. As Bodhidharma described in the 6th century, beyond words and letters, there's a transmission. Does not belong to any tradition. It is the very nature of human awareness. Here, presence. And that nature is the Buddha, or Shiva, or whatever metaphor you like. The more you and I have that felt sense, and we cultivate that felt sense of presence, the more we can experience that in all our circumstances, and the more we can practice the great compassion, which is not a sentiment, but the gift of extending this presence into the present, into the past, and into the future. One of the great funs and enjoyments when you meet yogis or people who inhabit presence so completely that it's very easily experienced with their own bodies, with their own selves. The essence of both Dzogchen, of Tibetan Buddhism, and the essence of Kashmir Shaivism, of Hinduism, is the felt sense of presence. Then we can feel the freedom of the old admonition that God dwells within us as us, and experience God in each other. Presence is never an entity, it's never a thing. It pervades everything and anything but itself. It is no thingness. one of the great distractors of presence is our own mind as judgment, as the judge, with its vast criticalness of ourself and everything, relentless and unceasing as presence itself. That is why, again, the great masters who are not speaking down to us, who are not talking down, but are speaking from a quality consciousness, will tell us, out of their own experience, get beyond right and wrong. Get beyond good and evil. Get beyond best and best. Even get beyond truth and falsity. Then you live in the openness of presence. You'll die in presence and be reborn in presence, life after life, death after death. And you'll be a vehicle of presence. But alas, what would we do without heavens and hells? Self-improvement. Becoming a better person. Begging, praying, and waiting for Godot. With that, we can rub our hands together and place it in our hearts. I'd like to thank everybody for coming this morning. You're welcome to stay and meditate to 9 o'clock. And I think it's May 17th and 18th. It's a Saturday and Sunday. Lama Norla Rinpoche will be coming, and he'll be giving empowerments, transmissions on Majustri, the noble person, the regular person, the ordinary person, who has the understanding and experience of direct perception. It should be great. Lama Norla is really great. He's a lot of fun. He's very generous. He has the brilliance. And it should be a really great weekend. These empowerments, from my point of view, opinion, really help, because there's a transmission of the lineage and the yogi of that which they're speaking about. If they're good at it. Thank you all so much. I'm going to put the Lion's Roar back on again. That chant that focuses on the roar of self-arising presence within us and around us and also through us.